Good afternoon and welcome inside the broadcast. I'm Nick Flamia, pleased to bring you the action here live from George M. Steinbrenner Field as the Tampa Tarpons continue a series with the visiting Bradenton Marauders. Tampa has taken the field in their home whites. It'll be a left-hander on the bump. Justin West making his third start of the season. He'll be opposed by the number 2 Pirates prospect in right-hander Seth Hernandez, who was the number 6 overall selection in the 2025 draft. We'll see Hernandez pitch in the home half against the Tarpons. But first, southpaw Justin West will try and shut down the Marauders to get us going. Lineup for the Marauders. We'll start with Cannon Reeder, the left fielder. Center fielder Josh Tate hits second with the number 18 Pirate prospect, third baseman Murph Gray, who has homered twice in this series. He'll bat third. Gray leading all FSL batters in extra base hits. Right fielder Eddie King Jr. hits cleanup with the catcher and former Tarpon Edglin Perez batting fifth. First baseman Trent Irondale hits sixth. The DH is the switch hitting Estuar Suero batting seventh. Batting eighth, the shortstop Eddie Reinders. And at second base, batting ninth, Dylan Palmer. Well, Mr. West is ready. We're ready for some baseball here on this Friday afternoon. It is a sunny day here in Tampa, 85 degrees. Here comes Mr. Reeder. Cannon Reeder batting .273. He's 3 for 11. Has a double amongst those hits. West ready. Kicks and fires. And it is quickly challenged by the Tarpons. It's called a ball, and we'll see what happens. Behind the plate, we have Jill Sapko calling the balls and strikes. And she is quickly challenged by Tampa. And we'll see what the ABS has to say. And that is a strike, so Tampa quickly earns a victory on a challenge. Of course, just like the majors, each team has 2 challenges to use. If they get it right, they keep it. And Tampa utilizing it right away. The 0-1 is lifted in the air to right center field. Not very deep, but it's taking Maya back. Maya back near the track now makes the catch as that ball traveled. And it falls into the mid of Brando Maya for round number 1. Rest of the Tarpons defense in left, we have Logan Maxwell, JoJo Jackson patrolling center, and Brando Maya. We just saw catch that ball in right field. Emmanuel Tejeda at the hot corner. Bryce Martin Gruzalonic at shortstop. As the pitch to Josh Tate is a strike. Hans Montero playing second base with Austin Green back in the lineup for Tampa. He's at first. Doing the catching is Ediel Rivera. 0-1 pitch is called a strike. And it's quickly 0-2 on Tate. Tate, who had his first multi-hit game of the season yesterday, going 2 for 5. 0-2. Tapper slowly rolling towards the second baseman, Montero. Slings it to first in time for round number 2. And that'll bring up the dangerous Murph Gray. Gray, the number 18 prospect in the Pirates system, currently on a 5-game hitting streak. He is second in the league with a .375 batting average. Takes a pitch for a strike. 3 home runs, 14 RBI. That leads the league. Big right-handed batter. The 0-1. Line drive into center. That'll drop for a base hit. For a 2-out single, Murph Gray is aboard. And Gray came in just second in the league in batting to Fort Myers Pena. But leading in the RBI category with 14. Second in slugging at .700. And that is actually his league best 16th hit of the Florida State League. So Gray adding to his lead there. Pitch is a strike to Eddie King Jr. as sirens go down Dale Mabry Boulevard. 2-out single by Murph Gray. And Justin West working from the stretch. Delivers a strike, and it's quickly 0-2 on Eddie King Jr. Batting .282, 11 for 39. 22-year-old Justin West out of Kentucky. 18th round pick out of Louisville. Check swing. Did he go? The appeal to David Ortiz, the second umpire in the base paths. No swing according to Ortiz. The count 1-2 on King Jr. Third start of the season for West. Breaking ball fought off by King, and the count holds at 1-2. West coming off of an excellent start in Clearwater. He picked up his first win of the year, holding the Threshers scoreless over 5 1/3. Scattered 2 walks, 2 hits, struck out 7 Threshers last week in Clearwater. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with the breaking ball. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 man left. We'll head to the home half. The Tarpons will come back to face Seth Hernandez when we return on the Tarpons Baseball Network. Back here in Tampa, the Tarpons coming to the plate. Here in the home half of the first, no score. Top of the order, Jackson Lovich, the designated hitter, leads off against a very tough right-hander, 19-year-old Seth Hernandez, making his third start with the Bradenton Marauders. And the pitch home. Swing and a foul tip squeezed by Perez for strike 1. Lovich followed by Brando Maella and Emmanuel Tejeda. 4, 5, 6 is Logan Maxwell, JoJo Jackson, and Bryce Martin Gruzalanek. The 0-1 from Hernandez is outside. 7, 8, 9 will be Ediel Rivera, Hans Montero, and Austin Green. Lovich had the day off yesterday. Checks in with a .269 average, 7 for 26, has a home run, 6 RBI, and 5 doubles. 1-1. That's down the right field line, twisting, and it's a foul ball. Maybe a foot or two outside that chalk. Lovich bidding for his 6th double, but it is strike 2 in the count 1-2 on Lovich. Hernandez checks in with a 1.29 ERA, giving up just 1 earned run over his first 7 innings, scattering 3 hits on only 1 walk. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Lovich is down on strikes, and that's out number 1 here in the first. Hernandez has racked up a lot of those over his first 7 innings, 15 strikeouts to only 1 walk. Also mixed in 1 hit batter. But not many base runners off of Hernandez. Pitch is a little outside to Brando Maella. Maella batting .208, 10 for 48 in the early going. Does have a home run, 4 RBI. Chopper highly hit to third. Fielding the second hop is Gray. He'll sling it to first in time. So 2 quick outs for Hernandez. Get to the defense behind him in left field. It is Cannon Reeder. Josh Tate in center. Eddie King Jr. in right. We see Murph Gray making that play at third. Eddie Reinders at short. Dylan Palmer playing second. Brent Iredale at first, with Edglin Perez doing the catching for Hernandez. Tejeda bids one down the right field line, foul, spoiling a 96-mile-an-hour fastball from Hernandez. Seth with the fastball, curveball, slider, changeup in his arsenal. Towing the first base side of the hill. He kicks and fires the 0-1, and that misses wide for ball 1. Tarpons and Marauders tied in the FSL West standings at 4 and 8. Each 4 games back of the leading Fort Myers Miracle. Here's one blasted foul over the roof right side for strike 2. I say Miracle, they used to be the Miracle. The Fort Myers Mighty Muscles is what they're known as now. They are tied for the first place lead with the Lakeland Flying Tigers at 8-4. 2 outs, bases empty. Hernandez looking for a perfect first. The 1-2 pitch to Emmanuel Tejeda. Swing and a miss. The off-speed gets him for strike 3. 2 strikeouts in a 1-2-3 inning for Seth Hernandez. We are scoreless after 1. To the second next on the Tarpons Baseball Network. Top of the second here in Tampa. No score just far. Justin West back to work. And quickly time is called. I think a ball just ended up behind the plate. Ball boy has to go grab that real quick. Now we're ready to go. Edglin Perez, the former Tarpon, digs in. And he lifts one foul right side out of play. Perez, part of the David Bednar trade when the Yankees and Pirates made the trade last year. 0-1. Fouled off the catcher. It knocks off the mask of Ediel Rivera. And Jill Sapko, the umpire, will walk the baseball out to West, give Rivera a few moments to shake that off. The count quickly 0-2 on Perez. 7 for 33 is Edglin. However, he's on a 9-game on-base streak. So he's finding a way to get on base. 0-2. Breaking ball is through the right side, a base hit. Well, we've seen Edglin Perez do that several times this series. Right-handed bat finding the hole between first and second, waiting patiently on the pitch and sliding it through that right side. He does just that here to lead off the second. Brings up Brent Iredale. Checks his swing as that one's called a strike on the high end. Leadoff base runner for Bradenton. West working from the stretch. Looks at the runner at first, comes home. Misses wide, a nice catch by Rivera, sprawling to his right. Iredale looking for his first hit of the season. He's knocked in 3. 1-1. Misses outside. Tarpon defense has pulled off 8 double plays thus far. Would love to have one here. Bradenton catcher leading off of first. 2-1. Breaking ball is lined foul down the right field line for strike 2. West with a 4-pitch mix. He has the fastball, curve, a gyro slider, and a changeup. Gyro slider, of course, is the harder slider, more north to south, as opposed to a sweeping slider that is east to west. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Comes with the hard stuff and gets him for strike 3.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 38, Estuar Suero.
7-hole hitter is a switch hitter. Estuar Suero will bat from the right side against the southpaw. Breaking ball up and away. Suero 8 for 33. Does have a home run and 2 doubles among his 8 hits. 4 driven in. The 1-0. Up and away, 2-0. Strikeout numbers are up there, though, for Suero. Has 1 walk to his 18 strikeouts. No score, top of the second. Leadoff base runner is Perez, 1 out later. That one's a strike on a 2-1 pitch. West ready, looks at the race runner, now comes home. Swing and a miss, tied him up, and it's 2-2. 22-year-old West, drafted by the Yankees last season out of Louisville in the 18th round of the draft. 2-2. Swing and a miss, got him. Third strikeout for West. 2 gone here in the second, as West tries to strand a leadoff single. And West had 7 strikeouts his last time out in Clearwater, over 5 1/3. Pitch is lifted foul. This will slice out of play down the left field line off the bat of Eddie Reinders. Top 7 hitters in the lineup will bat right-handed against the lefty West, but Reinders and the batter on deck, Dylan Palmer, the lone 2 left-handed hitters. 0-1. That one clips the outer corner, and it's 0-2. Reinders 3 for 30. 3 runs driven in. Perez leading off of first, held by Green. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Leadoff single Perez, but strikeout, strikeout, strikeout follow. We'll head to the home half of the second. No score on the Tarpons Baseball Network. Home half of the second. The Tarpons will come to bat. No score between Tampa and Bradenton. Logan Maxwell leads it off against Seth Hernandez. Righty comes home. Ball is lifted high in the air, left field line. Down the line it goes. Gray giving it a look. Reeder there. Reeder had a chance, but comes up empty. It lands foul. Came down just beyond the rolled-up tarp down the left field line. There was a little bit of room there for Reeder to try and make the grab, but kind of ran out of real estate. And it's a long strike one. Well, Maxwell leads the Tarpons with 9 RBI and with 2 home runs. He's hitting .265. It's a 9 for 30 clip. Has a double mixed in there as well. Left-handed hitter. The 0-1 pitch is inside. Working on a 3-game hitting streak is Maxwell, signed by the Yankees as a non-drafted free agent out of Arkansas last season. Pitch, high in the air. This one playable left field, and Reeder has it measured, comes in a few steps, makes the catch. Hernandez with a couple of strikeouts in the first inning. Here is JoJo Jackson. Switch hitter will bat left-handed. Working on a 10-game on-base streak. Hitting .273. Big cut and a miss on the 96 fastball from Hernandez. 1 home run, 6 RBI for Jackson. 3 doubles mixed in there as well. Also a very balanced 9 walks to his 9 strikeouts. The 0-1. Check swing. And no appeal. Now there's an appeal asked for, and no swing, says David Ortiz down the first baseline. No, not that one. Infield is straight up for Jackson. 1-1 pitch is just off the inner half, 97. 2 balls and a strike. Hernandez started opening day for Bradenton and threw 4 no-hit innings and struck out 7 batters against the Palm Beach Cardinals on Friday night. Pitch is swung on and missed by Jackson, and the count 2-2. So Hernandez on opening day struck out 8 batters over 3 innings. But his last start was the 4 no-hit frames versus Palm Beach with 7 Ks. So he walks into this outing with 15. And Jill Sapko's going to ring up Jackson on the automatic strike call. So on a 2-2 count, Jackson did not address the pitcher in time. So an automatic strike 3 is being assessed to Jackson, and it's a strikeout. On the batter violation. Tough to see, but you see that occasionally in the minor leagues as these players are getting used to the rule. Pitch up and into Bryce Martin Gruzelanek. So 2 up, 2 down. The fly out by Maxwell. The strikeout of Jackson on the batter violation. Base is empty for Gruzelanek. The 1-0. That is inside 2-0. Gruzelanek 4 for 30. Pitch is off speed and just misses. On the inner half, 3-0 now on Gruzelanek, the 20th round pick by the Yankees last season. And he takes a strike here on a 3-0. 95. No score, home half of the second. Tarpons looking for their first base runner against Seth Hernandez. And that's strike 2 on the outer third. Hernandez works the count full after Gruzelanek was ahead 3-0. The payoff pitch. That is a little low, ball 4. And that's a rare walk issued by Seth Hernandez. Over his first over his first 7 innings, he had only allowed 1 walk. So it takes him his 3rd start before he walks his first hitter. 2 outs now for Ediel Rivera. And that one misses. A little down and away. Rivera, one of the 3 catchers on the Tarpons roster. He is 4 for 27 as the pickoff throw is late. Gruzelanek 1 stolen base in 2 tries. We'll see if manager Zach Wasserman, coaching first, decides to send Gruzelanek. Hernandez from the stretch comes home. And jackknifing out of the way is Rivera. Ball 2 inside. Taking all the way. And it's a strike. Rivera kept the bat on his shoulder. Two balls and a strike. The pitch. Ripped foul, third base line. Hernandez comes home with a 2-2, and it's upstairs. The count runs full. Rivera out of Ponce, Puerto Rico, signed by the Yankees 2 years ago. Well, a full count now on Rivera. Grzelcyk will definitely be off on this pitch. 2 outs. And a full count on the Tarpon catcher. So something towards the gap could score Grzelcyk here. The 3-2. And that's outside, ball 4. They want to challenge, though. So Bradenton will use the ABS and see if that was a strike. We saw the Tarpons get one right in the first inning. And it is ball 4 confirmed. So a good call by home plate umpire Jill Sapko. By 0.6 inches, that is ball 4. So again, Hernandez had only 1 walk over his first 7 innings. And here with 2 outs, back-to-back walks issued to the Tarpons. And that'll prompt a mound visit with pitching coach Matt Ford. So a good eye by Rivera. Tampa now with an opportunity here with 2 outs, and Hans Montero due next.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 10, Hans Montero. Number 10.
Bradenton loses one of its 2 challenges, so they have 1 remaining. Tampa has both after getting 1 right. So mound visit is over. We're in the home half of the second. No score. Tarpons threatening here with 2 on and 2 out for Hans Montero, who has 6 RBI so far. Big swing and a miss at the breaking ball. Montero off to an excellent start this year, hitting .294. He's 10 for 34. Working on a 4-game hit streak, a 5-game on-base streak. A couple of doubles mixed in there. Big opportunity here for Hans. The 0-1. Tapper foul a third, and Hernandez gets ahead 0-2. Wind is picked up a bit, blowing in from right center field at about 8 miles an hour. 2 on, 2 out. And the 0-2 pitch to Hans Montero. Ooh, and almost hit him. Came up with the fastball 96 and backs Hans off the plate. A ball, 2 strikes. Number 9 batter on deck is Austin Green. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. And down goes Hans for strike 3. Well, the Tarpons threaten with a pair of 2-out walks, but nothing crosses the plate. No hits, no errors. They leave a pair. And we head to the third without a score on the Tarpons Baseball Network. Top of the third inning here at Steinbrenner Field. No score thus far between the Tarpons and Marauders. Number 9 batter for Bradenton, Dylan Palmer. That one misses just outside. It's a 2-0 count now on Palmer. He is 3 for 26. But is working on a 4-game on-base streak. That one's in there for a strike. Justin West back to work. Struck out the last 3 batters he faced in the second. Look out, that one lined foul into the dugout, third base side. And the count 2-2 as Palmer was very late on that fastball. Top of the order, Cannon Reeder on deck. 2-2. Missed outside. Flags in left center hanging still now. Payoff. And another foul ball. We've seen Palmer do this. He'll get into a 3-2 count and foul 2, 3, 4 pitches off in a row and make you work. Another foul ball. Palmer, an 11th round pick out of Hofstra last season. Originally from Princeton Junction, New Jersey. 22-year-old. On the ground, shortstop dives. Nice snag there by Grzelcyk. Gets up, fires, not in time. Palmer moves well. But, man, what a nice play by Bryce Martin Grzelcyk just to stop that ball. It's an infield hit for Palmer. Excellent at bat by the number 9 hitter. Grzelcyk, I believe, had his sunglasses repel into his face, and he's shaking that off. Now he's ready at shortstop. Pickoff throw, and back diving is Palmer, who has 3 stolen bases in 5 tries. So Bradenton now has had a single in each inning. West was able to strand the leadoff single in the second. Breaking ball misses inside. Reeder flew out to right field his first time up. Reeder, an 18th round pick out of Oregon State last season. Swing and a foul tip squeezed. A ball and a strike on Reeder, who is now 3 for 12, and even 250. Pickoff throw, back lunging this time Palmer. Tarpon defense having Reeder to pull. Second baseman Hans Montero playing very close to the second base bag, and with Green holding on the base runner, there's a wide gap on the right side of the infield. There goes Palmer, swing and a miss. Throw down to second is late. Palmer, a great jump under the tag of Montero. For Palmer, his 4th stolen base in 6 tries. And he's in scoring position with nobody out for the top of the Bradenton order. Pitch home. Grounded foul. That's a broken bat. And Reeder will get a fresh piece of lumber. "22-year-old Justin West out of, I believe I'm saying this right, Paducah, Kentucky. Making his 3rd start of the season. He was the Tarpons' opening day starter against Lakeland back on April 3rd. Reeder back in the box with a new bat. Counts 1-2. That one just misses down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff infield single by Palmer. He stole second. Nobody out. 2-2. On the ground, foul of third. That kicks all the way back into left field, and Maxwell will get rid of it. Two balls, 2 strikes on Reeder. Pitch in the dirt, blocked. Throw down to second is high. It goes into center field. Jackson will come in. He'll fire into the cutoff. And an errant throw by Ediel Rivera allows Palmer to reach third. Palmer wasn't very far off the bag, but Rivera tried to fire one into Hans at second and threw it about 4 or 5 feet over his head. That's the 4th error by Rivera. And now the infield will play in for Tampa. 3-2 pitches outside, and Reeder worked that count from a 1-2 count to full and ultimately a walk. So Tampa We'll now have a mound visit here from Gerardo Casadiego, Tarpon's pitching coach, out to talk with West and the entire Tarpon's defense. So Tampa will have to face Josh Tate here. Tate will bat with Palmer at third, Reeder at first, and still nobody out. Tarpon's will likely concede the run for a double play opportunity. We are scoreless here in the top of the third. It's the first walk issued by West today. Tate grounded to second base his first time up. Right-handed bat. Pitch is down and in. Green will hold on. Reeder at first. And again, Hans is playing close to the bag at second, so that gap between first and second is pretty wide open. We'll see if Tate can do what Edglin Perez did earlier. There goes the runner, and the pitch hits Reeder. So it hits Tate. Reeder, the runner, tried to steal second. He won't get credited for a stolen base because Josh Tate gets hit by the pitch. So Reeder up to second on that. Palmer stays put at third, and they're loaded now with nobody out for Murph Gray. Pitch is a strike. I'm not sure if you would want anyone else up if you're Bradenton. Gray singled his first time up. On Tuesday in the opener, he had a grand slam and a 3-run homer. That's a base hit. No, it's through. The first baseman comes home, and the catch is made. Wow, what a play. Green laid out and stole a hit from Gray. He came home, and Rivera stretched to make the catch on the force out at the plate. Wow. Off the bat, I thought, okay, base hit right field. Nope. Green had other ideas. What a play. Bases remain loaded with one out, and the pitch up and away. So Gray on with the fielder's choice. Eddie King Jr., the hitter, with the bases loaded. Check swing. It's a called ball, but Tampa's going to challenge here. Eddie Rivera thought that was a strike. So Tampa got one right back in the first inning. They still have both. We'll see what they say about this one. And the Tarpons win another one. Hit the top right corner. So the Tarpons flip another call. So that fielder's choice by Gray. The 3-2 put out at Palmer at the plate. That one just misses on the breaking ball. A little high. So it's 2-1 now on King Jr., who struck out his first time up. Lifted foul down the right field line. And the count 2-2. West at 52 pitches as he works here in the third. Trying to pull off a Houdini here. 2-2. Towards second, could be two. Hans muffs it. It goes into center field. One run will score. Here comes another as Tate crosses. To third goes Gray. A double play ball that was not had by Hans Montero. 2 runs score. And the Marauders take a 2-0 lead here in the third.
Now batting, the catcher, number 19, Edglin.
We'll see how they rule it. The ball was hit very hard, but it was a one-hopper that just ate up Hans Montero. They're on the corners with one out for Edglin Perez. And there's a strike. Perez singled his last time. And here's a hard shot. Hans tests it again. He'll flip to second for one. The turn is in time. They pull off the double play this time. 4-6-3 ends the inning. But the Marauders scored 2 runs on 1 or 2 hits. We'll see. 1 or none, 2 or 3 errors. We'll see. And a 2 left on. So we'll happen to have a 2-0 Bradenton lead as we head to the home half of this third inning after this. Well, Bradenton opens the scoring with 2 runs in the top of the third on just 1 hit, as it turns out. The infield single led off the frame. A walk, a hit batter loaded the bases. A fielder's choice, then it was ruled. Got the out at the plate. And Austin Green pops up the first pitch from Seth Hernandez. Who's going to call it? And it's caught by the first baseman, Iredale. So Green, his first plate appearance, pops out to first. And that'll bring up Jackson Lovich. So Gray, again, was robbed of a hit as Green, the first baseman, dove and stopped the ball, got the out at the plate. Bases remained loaded with 1 out. Lovich takes a strike. Then it was Eddie King Jr. who hit a would-be double play ball that eluded Hans Montero. That's ruled the fielder's choice. An error on Montero. Scores the 2 runs. And the next batter hits into a double play. Lovich checks his swing, or did he? Appeal says he did, so ball 1. Jackson struck out his first time up. Hernandez fires the 1-1. On the ground towards the shortstop. 3 hops picked up by Reinders. And he throws it wide. He pulls Iredale off the bag. So Lovich aboard on the E6. And we'll see if Tampa can make something of it. Pitch is a strike to Brando Maella. Hernandez from the stretch. Looks over his shoulder. A long pause. And that one just missed the outer third. Hernandez wasting rather utilizing every single second of that clock. The pitch clock in center field, currently at 10 seconds right now. He looks at the runner at first base. And a quick pickoff throw. Back diving is Lovich. The 1-1 pitch to Maella. High chop towards the middle. It is flipped to second, and they get Lovich. And Palmer, the second baseman. Reinders, the shortstop, converge. Reinders behind Palmer. And it was a question of where that second hop was going to bounce. It bounced to Reinders behind Palmer, who then shoveled it and got the force. So Lovich out on the 6-4. Maella on the fielder's choice reaches first, and here is Emmanuel Tejeda. Check swing, the pitch outside. On the ground, shortstop's ball. That's Reinders. He'll again go to second. 6-4 put out. Fielder's choice for Tejeda, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. We're through 3, and it's 2-0 Marauders on the Tarpons Baseball Network. Valley Sports Live and listening on tarponsbaseball.com. Two runs for Bradenton in the top of the third. That's our score as the Marauders bat here in the fourth. Pitch outside from Justin West, the southpaw, looking for a bounce-back inning after facing 6 hitters in the third, yielding the 2 runs on just 1 hit. Pitch foul back by Iredale. This is the part of the order that West struck out in a row. In the second, he struck out Iredale, Suero, and Reinders to end that second inning. No strikeouts for West in the third. He has 4 on the day. 1-1. Breaking ball. And it's being challenged by Tampa. Tarpons are 2 for 2. And we'll see if they win this one. Can Tampa go 3 for 3 on the ABS challenge system? Yes, they can. So the Tarpons batting 1,000 today in the ABS challenge system. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. It's such a huge call because that challenge, if it's not there, it's 2-1 instead of 1-2. That's a huge swing. And West strikes him out on the next pitch. 5th strikeout for Justin West. 1 out in the 4th, and here is Estuar Suero. Big swing and a miss. Chopper foul on deck circle, and it's quickly 0-2 on Suero, who struck out in the second. Switch hitter batting right. Now 8 for 34. Check swing, did he go? No, says David Ortiz. 1-2 count. West now at 61 pitches. Deals the 1-2. Chopped foul, third base line. Tarpons trailing 2-0. And we'll have the middle of the order due in the home half of the 4th. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him.
Now batting the shortstop, number 6, Eddie Reinders.
West had 5 strikeouts in 2 2/3 innings on opening day. He upped that to 7 strikeouts in 5+ innings last week in Clearwater. And he's currently at 6 here in his 3rd start. That breaking ball missed outside. Eddie Reinders is the batter. Bradenton shortstop. 1-0. Breaking ball, and that's a strike. One-two. Rather, the 2-1. Now it's 2-1. And the pitch home. Chopper, first base side foul. Into the camera well. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Top of the 4th, 2-0 Bradenton. West. Foul back. Trying to strike out the side. And match his season-high total of 7. The 2-2. Hard hit. Absorbed there by Green. He'll race to the bag and beat Reinders for the 3 unassisted. Well, 2 more strikeouts for Justin West. He has 6 on the day. In a 1-2-3 fourth, we head to the home half, 2-0 Bradenton on the Tarpons Baseball Network. Well, Seth Hernandez back to work for Bradenton. 41 pitches over 3 innings of scoreless ball. Tarpons looking for their first hit. They've had some base runners. An error, a fielder's choice, 2 walks. Tapper on a check swing, slow roller. Here comes Reiner to field it, and he fires in time. Logan Maxwell with a check swing ground out to shortstop. A good job by Reinders to come in and field that ball. Committing the throwing error an inning ago, his first of the season. Jackson takes one outside. JoJo struck out in the second on a batter violation. Rolls over this one, foul for strike 1. And JoJo looking to extend his 10-game on-base streak. The 1-1. Up and away as that breaking ball came off of Hernandez's hand a little early. Two and 1 the count. This one blasted foul. Left side out of play for strike 2. Base is empty, 1 gone. 2 balls, 2 strikes on JoJo Jackson. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. 100 miles an hour from Seth Hernandez. Strikeout number 5 for the right-hander. Here is Bryce Martin Gruzelanek. That one called a strike, but Bryce is going to challenge. That one at 98. It looked like the catcher Perez did have to reach to his right. We'll see if it was outside. And it was. Tarpons continue to get challenges correct. They are 4 for 4. So strike 1 turns into ball 1. Gruzelanek drew a walk his first time up. The 1-0. That is low. 3 straight fastballs for Seth Hernandez. The 1 strikeout to Jackson on 100. Back-to-back 98 heaters here to Gruzelanek. The 2-0. Off speed, he swings and misses. Pulled the string from 98 to 84. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs, bases empty. 2-0 Marauders here in the 4th. Same pitch, same result. Early on that off speed, and it's 2-2. We'll see if Seth comes back with the heater. The righty fires. Check swing. Call strike 3. 99 at the knees. Back-to-back strikeouts for Seth Hernandez. He has 6 over 4 scoreless innings. We go to the top of the 5th. It's 2-0 Bradenton. Here is Dylan Palmer, who led off the 3rd inning. Squares the bunt, puts it down. West muffs it a bit, picks it back up, flips to first. Safe is the call. Dylan Palmer beats it out. West off the mound to his left towards first base. Tried to backhand pick up the ball with the glove. Went off of his mitt. He picked it up with the bare hand. Threw it to Green. But at that point, Palmer got to the bag. So we'll see how they rule that one. Pickoff throw. And back lunging is Palmer, who reached on an infield single in the third inning. He would end up stealing second, advancing on an error, ultimately getting forced out at the plate. But Bradenton would score 2 runs after that in the third. Squaring is Reeder as the leadoff batter takes it back for ball 1. And they're going to give Palmer a infield single on the bunt. Pitch is a little high. Well, Palmer stole second base rather easily in that third, so I'm sure the catcher Eddie L. Rivera is keeping an eye on him. 2-0 pitch is a strike. 2-1 count on Reeder, who was 0 for 1. He walked in that third inning and would later score the first of 2 Bradenton runs. 2-1, up and away. West misses as action begins in the Tarpon bullpen. A lefty is throwing. 3-1 count on Reeder. Foul back off the screen, and the count runs full. We'll see if Palmer takes off with nobody out. There he goes, 3-2. It's ball 4, so the throwdown doesn't matter. Palmer's racing for third, but for no reason. Actually, there is a reason. He goes to third, and the error. Well, hold the phone here. The umpires are talking. Yeah, so the throw to second eludes Montero. And it turns out it was a good thing Palmer took off for second. The stolen base attempt, he would have just got to second on the walk by Reeder. But since Rivera threw it, the ball went into center. Palmer ends up at third. And now they're on the corners with nobody out. Pitch is a strike to Tate. Foul back into the seats. Quickly 0-2 on Josh Tate, who was hit by a pitch to load the bases in the third. And he later scored the second Marauder run. Grounded out to second his first time up. Tarpon's in double play depth. The 0-2. Chopper to short. Backhand pick, Gruzalonic throws to first. High, it pulls Green off the bag, and everybody is safe. Palmer scores. It's 3-0 Bradenton. Reeder safe at second. The throw by Gruzalonic high to first.
Now batting, third baseman, number 45, Murph.
So Tate's aboard. First and second for Murph Gray. Soft liner into left center field. It's going to dunk down for a base hit. Rounding third is Reeder. He will score. Going first to third is Tate. And it's an RBI single by Murph Gray. It's now 4-0 Bradenton. Gray with his league-leading 15th RBI, his second hit of the afternoon. And it's snowballing here in the 5th. That is popped backwards out of play off the bat of Eddie King Jr. So they give Tate a single. That one is hit in the air down the right field line. Well out of play, though, into the Tarpons bullpen. The count 0-2 on King Jr., who is 0 for 2. So they'll say Tate would have beat that throw anyway, even though it was high. 0-2. That one right into right field corner, and it's caught on the run by Maella. Tagging and scoring is Tate. It's a sacrifice fly, but Maella had to catch up to that one, fading away from him into the corner and right.
Now batting, the catcher, number 19, Perez.
So Tate scores to make it 5-0. Gray stays put at first. And with one out, here is Edglin Perez. Now Perez 1 for 2. He singled in the second. He grounded into that double play in the third. Tarpons are hoping he does that again. Breaking ball is a little inside. So this inning, not much has left the infield until the end. So bunt single, walk, infield single. The soft liner by Gray into center, and then the sac fly. On the ground, through the left side, a base hit. Edglin Perez, his second of the afternoon. And there are 2 on with 1 out here in the top of the 5th.
Now batting, first baseman.
And that might be it for Mr. West. Here comes Zach Wasserman, the Tarpon manager, out to the mound. He has signaled for the bullpen. A lefty was warming up. So West pitching into the 5th inning with 1 out. Runners at first and second. And the Tarpons trailing 5-0. Pitch is down and away from Rodriguez. There's a strike. The batter is Brett Iredale, who struck out twice against West. In fact, this 6, 7, 8 batters collectively 0 for 6 against West. There's a strike on the inner third, and it's 1-2. 23-year-old Rodriguez out of Venezuela, making his 4th appearance of the season. He has yet to allow a run. 4 innings, no runs. Pitch up and away. 95 on the gun. 2-2. Yankees signed him originally back in 2019. Up and away. And the count runs full on Iredale. With 1 out, Gray is at second. Perez is at first. The payoff pitch to Iredale. Lifted in the air to right field down the line. Backing is Green. The first baseman makes the catch, and the runners hold. So a big out number 2 for Rodriguez. As the runners on base responsible, Justin West, the responsible pitcher for those 2 runners. Waiting to see if Rodriguez can Strandham. Suero with a cue shot off the end of his bat. And that might have caught the catcher. Rivera shakes it off. 0-1 the count. Suero struck out twice against Justin West. Breaking ball, and that one just misses. That one very close. Tarpons are, I believe, I lost count, 4 or 5 in a row without missing a challenge. 1-1. That one up and away. So on defense, the Tarpons have flipped 3 ball calls in the strikes. And on offense, Gruzelanek flipped a strike call to a ball, so they're 4 for 4. Swing and a miss. Suero come up empty on that fastball. It's 2-2. Rodriguez trying to limit the damage here. After 3 runs have crossed the plate in the 5th to make it 5-0. The 2-2. Check swing. It looked like he went around, and no. And we want a challenge, says Tampa. So the Tarpons want to challenge the check swing. This is the ABS, not in the big leagues yet, but you can challenge a check swing here in the FSL. And they win the challenge. It was a swing. So the check swing strikeout, thanks to the ABS challenge system, and the inning is over. But the Bradenton Marauders score 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They leave a pair. We head to the home half of the 5th. It's 5-0 Bradenton. Bottom of the 5th inning here in Tampa. And there's a strike delivered to Eniel Rivera, the Tampa catcher. We'll lead things off here in the 5th, followed by Hans Montero and Austin Green. Tarpons looking for their first hit against Seth Hernandez. Pitch outside in the dirt. Bradenton does make a defensive change in left field, replacing Reeder. Cannon Reeder, the leadoff batter, is number 43, Christian Jauregui. Jauregui in left field. 1-1. Foul back. Good cut by Rivera. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball got him in the dirt. The throw is to first and a little high, but a leaping catch by Iredale saves the strikeout. Would have been a strikeout regardless, but Rivera almost reached. Strikeout number is 7 for Seth Hernandez. He has struck out each of the last 3 Tarpons. Hans Montero struck out back in the 2nd. That fastball blazes outside at 97. That's called a strike, and Hans has want to challenge that call. Tarpons have not had one wrong yet, but they might lose this one. And that does clip the zone, so Tampa finally loses a challenge. They went 5 for their first 5. Pitch outside off the mitt of Perez. So let's see, what's the count here? Was that pitch a strike or a ball? There's some confusion down at the plate. I believe it's a 1-2 count. Foul tip, and that one hits the umpire. Jill Sapko getting hit by that foul tip. We've seen a couple of times where the catcher has been hit and Jill has walked the baseball out to the mound, but this time it's Jill's been hit. And now she's going to be checked up on by the athletic trainer for Tampa. Jordan Gasola is going to take a look at Jill here, and the other umpire, David Ortiz, at first base comes down to check on his partner. It's a 1-2 count on the batter, Hans Montero. 1 out, base is empty. 5-0 Bradenton. We're in the bottom of the 5th. And a foul ball clips home plate umpire Jill Sapko. And he's paused to see if she's okay. Well, in news around the Yankee system, Garrett Cole will be making a rehab start tonight with the AA Somerset Patriots. Yankee fans eager to have Garrett Cole back in the rotation. Carlos Rodon is also rehabbing here in Tampa and is hoping to start a rehab assignment as well. But Cole gets the nod for the Patriots tonight. As for the other Yankee affiliates, AAA Scranton Wilkes-Barre will play at Syracuse tonight at 6:35, where former Tarpon Carlos Lagrange will start. Lagrange will start for AAA Scranton Wilkes-Barre tonight at Syracuse. Somerset is home, where Garrett Cole will pitch for the Patriots against the Reading Fightin' Phils. Single A high Hudson Valley is on the road at Frederick, and they'll play at 7 o'clock. New York Yankees continue a homestand in the Bronx against the Kansas City Royals, and Cam Schlittler will toe the hill against Michael Wacha in the opener between New York and Kansas City. And those are your Yankee affiliates. Florida State League action, the rest of the league plays tonight. A couple of 6:30 starts. Jupiter at Palm Beach, Clearwater at Dunedin, St. Lucie at Daytona at 6:35, and then at 7:05, first place battle between Lakeland at Fort Myers. They are tied for first in the FSL West, each of them at 8-4. Tarpons and Marauders tied for last in the FSL West, each at 4-8. So just 4 games back, but it's early. The standings are still tight when last place is just 4 games out. Well, the field is being cleared here as they continue to analyze home plate umpire Jill Sapko as the pitch was fouled off. We had earlier, this series began with David Ortiz, the home plate umpire, on Tuesday night, his partner Trevor Stiles. And that was the same. They flipped Wednesday. Yesterday, we learned that it was David Ortiz in the concussion protocol. And so that's when Jill Sapko joined us in yesterday's ball game. So yesterday it was Jill Sapko in the field, Trevor Stiles behind the plate. And today we figured it'd be Trevor Stiles and Jill Sapko again, but then we heard David Ortiz was back, and they were going to let Jill Sapko be the umpire behind the plate today. So I'm wondering if Trevor Stiles is available, or maybe if he's out for a reason. All I know is there's no baseball players on the baseball field right now, and we're in a pause. It's the bottom of the 5th, 1 out. Hans Montero with a 1-2 count. Bradenton leading 5-0. And we're in a pause here. We'll step aside and try to figure something out. I see home plate. I see David Ortiz, the other umpire, talking with manager of the Tarpons, Zach Wasserman. And we're in a freeze here in the bottom of the fifth to try and figure out if perhaps we need a replacement umpire or what's the case. So we'll step aside, try to learn more, and come back after the break. This is Tarpons baseball, ready to go. Our thoughts and prayers with Jill Sapko. She was clipped with a foul ball and was deemed not able to continue. So we hope Jill is okay. But she was not able to continue, so seems like we have another umpire available, and we'll call the balls and strikes. David Ortiz, the second umpire in the field, he actually was with us the first two games of this series on Tuesday and Wednesday, and he himself was put into the concussion protocol and did not participate in yesterday's ball game. But Ortiz is back today, although the rule apparently, once you return from concussion, you're not able to immediately call balls and strikes. Your first game back has to be in the field, so that's why David Ortiz cannot umpire the balls and strikes. We have a new umpire behind the plate, as Seth Hernandez gets re-warmed up. And when I get a name, I will share that with you, but we have a new umpire. So Hernandez warming back up. The Tarpons have one out. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Hernandez so far with 7 strikeouts over 4 1/3, I'll say it, no-hit innings. Tarpons had a pair of walks in the second, stranded them. An error allowed a runner on base in the third. That runner was stranded. A 1-2-3 fourth. And now here in the fifth, after a strikeout of Rivera, Hans Montero with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. And that at bat will continue here, with the bases empty and 1 out. 5-0 Bradenton. Breaking ball is called strike 3. Not sure if the umpire knew it was a 1-2 count, so he just did the fist pump strike, but that is strike 3.
For Tampa, the first baseman at number 2, Austin Green. Number 2.
So 8 strikeouts now for Seth Hernandez. Green takes one high. Austin Green popped out to the first baseman back in the third. He checks in with a 6-game on-base streak. Pitch is in there for a strike. Two outs, base is empty. 1-1. Breaking ball stayed outside. Home half of the fifth, 5-0 Marauders. A 2-1. Foul tip. He was out in front of it a bit and got a piece of it off the catcher. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Austin Green. 14th round pick 2 years ago by the Yankees out of Diana, Texas. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty. Hernandez fires. Lifted to left field. Shallow racing in is Jauregui, and he makes the catch. 1-2-3 go the Tarpons. 8 strikeouts now for Seth Hernandez through 5 no-hit innings. Top of the 6th inning next. Bradenton leads 5-0 on the Tarpons Baseball Network. A new pitcher for the Tampa Tarpons here in the top of the 6th inning. It's a minor league rehab assignment for right-hander Thomas Balboni Jr. And the umpires are talking here. The new home run umpire was, I believe, about to assess the relief pitcher with a pitcher violation, but David Ortiz, the crew chief here, is letting the new umpire know that he was allotted more time. So, no violation. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Eddie Reinders. The 8-9-1 hitters do. Reinders, Palmer, and Jauregui. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. 25-year-old Balboni Jr. out of Naples, Florida, was a 15th round pick by the Padres back in 2022 out of Northeastern. The 0-2 fouled off. In July of 2024, the Padres traded right-hander Eniel De Los Santos and Thomas Balboni Jr. to the Yankees for outfielder Brandon Lockridge. The 0-2 missed down and in. Balboni spent the back end of 2024 after the trade with High A Hudson Valley and threw in 11 games for the Renegades. Pitch is a little off the plate, and we want a challenge, says Ediel Rivera. He seems pretty confident as he throws the ball to third base. Tarpons are throwing the ball around, and it was strike three, so Rivera had a reason to be confident. So Balboni Jr. strikes out Reinders, and the Tarpons get another challenge right. Tarpons are now 6 for 7 with one challenge remaining. Palmer swings and misses at the fastball from Balboni Jr., 94 on the gun. With Hudson Valley in 2024, 11 games, he allowed 8 earned runs in 10 innings, but he struck out 19 hitters in those 10 frames. That one just off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. 6'4" right-hander, Balboni Jr. joined the Tarpons today on this, a minor league rehab assignment. A bunt popped up. Third base line will bounce foul. We saw Palmer bunt for a single his last time up. He had an infield single in the third as well. 2 for 2 on the afternoon is Palmer. Number 9 hitter. Came into the game with just 3 hits in 26 at-bats. One, two, down and in. Tarpons will have the top of the order due in the bottom of the 6th inning. Five nothing. Bradenton is our score. 2-2. Up and away. That breaking ball missed. And the count runs full on the scrappy Dylan Palmer, who seems to always get a full count. Payoff pitch. Fouled off the catcher. Bases empty, 1 out. And the 3-2. Another foul ball. He does that a lot as well. Palmer, again, just scrappy. He'll foul several pitches off. Keep it bats alive. Balboni ready. The 3-2 again. Launched out to right and deep. Back goes Maia. Track, wall, looks up. It's gone! Dylan Palmer. A home run out to right. And it's 6-0 Marauders. Palmer with his first long ball of the season. His first RBI.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Reader, number 43, Christian Calgary.
So that'll bring up Christian Jauregui, who came into the game last inning defensively. He took over in left field for Reader. This will be his first plate appearance since entering. Pitch misses inside. We saw Jauregui start on Wednesday as he flies this one to shallow left, racing in and making a lunging catch is Maxwell for out number 2. Jauregui 0 for 3 on Wednesday and 0 for 1 today after entering defensively.
Number 7, Josh Tate.
So 2 outs, bases empty now for Josh Tate. Tate 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. Reached on an infield single and scored in the 3-run 5th. He was hit by a pitch and scored in the 3rd. Grounded out back in the 1st. The pitch, way outside from Balboni. One ball, one strike. Here it comes. Outside. There is some motion in the Bradenton bullpen. Pitch is called a strike, but Bradenton immediately challenges. That looked a bit outside. We'll see. But Josh Tate tapping his helmet. And yeah, that was a good amount outside.
The call is overturned. Bradenton still has 1 challenge remaining.
Three balls and a strike on Tate. And that's ball 4. And that'll prompt a visit from Zach Wasserman, the Tarpons manager. Well, Balboni throwing 16 pitches in his first rehab game. He gets 2 outs, sandwiching the Dylan Palmer homer, and then walks Tate on 5 pitches. And that'll prompt a change. So a new pitcher trots in from the Tampa bullpen. We'll introduce you after the break. It's been a long half inning here. And we'll continue it in the top of the 6th. It's 6-0 Bradenton. 2 outs and a man at first. New pitcher for the Tarpons is right-hander Jordaline Mendoza. 2 outs and a runner at first. And the batter is Murph Gray. Dangerous Murph Gray with 2 hits today, and RBI, his 15th, leading the league. There goes the runner. Pitch is lined out to center field. It's down in front of Jackson for a base hit. Runner took off, but he stops at second. He wasn't sure if that ball was going to be hung up in time for Jackson to catch it. So he freezes at second. But Murph Gray picks up his 3rd hit of the day. Tate moves up to second.
Number 28, Eddie King Jr.
So 2 on and 2 out for Eddie King Jr. Wave and a miss. Breaking ball, and that's called the ball, but Tampa's going to challenge.
Call on the field is a ball. The catcher is challenging.
That might have clipped the inner corner. We'll see. And it is a strike.
The call is overturned. Tampa retains their 1 challenge.
Tarpon still have 1 challenge left, and they continue to retain it. Oh-2 pitch to King Jr. Lifted foul right side out of play. So Balboni Jr. goes 2/3 of an inning here in the 6th before Mendoza takes over. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. Breaking ball. Bradenton gets a run back on the Dylan Palmer home run. His first of the season. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave a pair. We head to the home half of the 6th inning. It's 6-0 Bradenton on the Tarpons Baseball Network. Well, good news for the Tarpons is right-hander Seth Hernandez is no longer in the ball game. He is done after 5 innings of no-hit ball. That after last start, going 4 innings of no-hit ball to the Palm Beach Cardinals. He no-hits the Tarpons for 5 innings. So 2 straight starts of 0 hits allowed by Seth Hernandez. New pitcher throwing 95 miles an hour for ball 1 is Brandon Kane. Top of the order for the Tarpons, Jackson Lovich is the hitter, takes ball 2 outside. So Tarpon still looking for their first hit. The 2-0. Blasted foul. Well over the bullpen down the right field line for strike 1. Lovich struck out against Hernandez in the first. He reached on a fielding error by the shortstop Reinders in the 3rd. The 2-1 pitch is off the plate, 3-1. 21-year-old Brandon Kane, his 2nd appearance of the series. The nephew of big leaguer Lorenzo Kane. 19th round pick out of Oklahoma last season. Lovich with a big cut and a miss at the 94 heat. And the count runs full. Kane threw 2 scoreless innings against Tampa on Tuesday. The 3-2. Called strike 3. Lovich is going to challenge. And we'll see if Tampa can win another one. Lovich seemed pretty confident. And it is ball 4. So the Tarpons win yet another challenge.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 12,
So a leadoff walk here for Tampa. Top of the order, Lovich is aboard, held by Iredale. Tarpons trail 6-0, so a bit of a mountain to climb. Chopper to short, this won't help. To second for one, on to first, double play. Reinders to Palmer to Iredale, and there are two away.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 5, Emmanuel Tejeda.
2 outs, base is empty now for Emmanuel Tejeda. There's a strike. Tejeda looking to extend his on-base streak. Currently at 7 games. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground ball fielder's choice. Pitch is outside. One is off the plate. Base is empty and 2 gone. That one a little low. It's 3-1 now as Kane falls behind. Three-one pitch to Tejeda. Chopper to short, 3-hopper, and picking it up is Reinders, who makes the throw in time. And that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. Kane works around a leadoff walk and faces the minimum in the 6th. We go to the 7th. It is 6-0 Bradenton on the Tarpons Baseball Network. Top of the 7th here in Tampa. First pitch, breaking ball, spins over the plate for a strike to the former Tarpon, Edglin Perez. He was on Tampa's roster last season, then got traded in the David Bednar trade. Moved over to Bradenton. Pitch fouled off, and quickly 0-2 is the count. From the right-hander, Jordaline Mendoza, who took over in the 6th. Check swing, the pitch outside. One-two pitch. Check swing, the breaking ball. Did he chase? And no, says David Ortiz. Two-two. That one is called the ball, but Tampa's going to challenge. Breaking ball. We'll see if Tampa can retain its challenge again. And it is a ball, so Tampa's finally out of challenges. Boy, did they get a lot right, but here in the 7th, they finally get one wrong. And the count runs full on Perez. Pitch is fouled into the seats behind the plate. Perez is 2 for 3 with a couple of singles. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Second strikeout for Mendoza. One gone here in the 7th. Time running out for the Tarpons to not only score, but get a hit. Looking at the line score, 6 runs on 9 hits, 1 error for the Marauders. No runs on no hits and 3 errors by the Tarpons. Iredale swinging and missing, and here's the 0-1. Breaking ball's a strike, it's 0-2. Pitch is called, strike 3. Paints the outer third at 97.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 38, Espoir Suero.
Three straight strikeouts now for Mendoza as Suero swings and misses at 98. Suero, the switch hitter, bats from the left side for the first time today. Swing and a miss, 97. He struck out 3 times. Twice against West, once against Rodriguez. The 0-2, and he fouls off the heat this time. Mendoza coming at him with 3 straight fastballs. 2 outs, bases empty. 6-0 Marauders. And the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit right field, and that's down for a base hit. Played on a hop by Maella. A 4th straight fastball, and this time Suero caught up on it. He said, "No golden sombrero for me today." 1 out single.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 6, Eddie Reinders.
And now a mound visit here from Gerardo Casadiego, the Tarpon pitching coach, checking up on Mendoza. Wonder if he's curious about why he threw, 4 straight fastballs to Suero. Quick meeting, and he's back to the dugout. But Mendoza going to work from the stretch here with Suero at first, held by Green. And the batter now is a lefty in Eddie Reinders. Big cut and a miss. Another fastball, and it's 0-1 on Reinders, who's 0 for 3. Game 4 of the series. It's gone back and forth so far. 14-9 final in 11 frames on Tuesday. Tarpons winning 12-1 on Wednesday. Yesterday's day game going to Bradenton 5-4. Today, 6-0 Marauders. Pickoff throw, back diving is Suero, who is 0 for 1 in his attempts. Two outs. The 0-1. Misses down and in. Tarpons will have the middle of the order due in the home half. Maxwell, Jackson, and Gruzelanek in search of Tampa's first hit. The 1-1. Grounded foul. Look out right into the Tarpon dugout. Ricochets out. One-two count on Reinders. Bradenton shortstop trying to extend his 5-game on-base streak. Here it comes. Tied him up. The ball gets away. Chased down by Rivera after the swing, and he's going to be safe at first as Reinders on the strikeout. A great breaking ball that Reinders swung on and came up empty, but Rivera couldn't stop it. So Suero goes to second. Reinders is on with a strikeout wild pitch. And here comes that man again, Dylan Palmer. High in the air, left center field. Maxwell's under it from left, and he makes the catch on a anticlimactic one pitch out of Palmer to end the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, 2 left. It's time to stretch here in Tampa. The Tarpons are trailing the Marauders 6-0 and looking for their first hit. We'll see if they get it after the break. Logan Maxwell leads off the Tarpons half of the 7th. Pitch is low from Brandon Kane, who took over for Seth Hernandez in the 6th. Issued a leadoff walk, but Tampa bounced into a double play, and Kane faced the minimum. 1-0 on the ground against the Tarpon dugout for a foul ball. Tampa looking for its first hit. Maxwell with a check swing ground out on the first pitch he saw from Hernandez in the 4th inning. Turned into a 6-3 ground out. He's 0 for 2 with a flyout as well. Lifts this one high in the air to left field, carrying Gary back near the track, and he makes the catch. And Maxwell flies out to be out number 1. JoJo Jackson is happy to not see Hernandez out there anymore. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts against the righty. Try his luck here against Brandon Kane. On the ground to second, to Hopper. There's Palmer. Flips it to first, 2 gone. So 2 quick outs here in the 7th brings up Bryce Martin Gruzelanek. You get to the point where you're counting outs now. Check swing, it's called a strike. Gruzelanek was the first Tarpon to reach base off of Seth Hernandez in the 2nd. He drew a 2-out walk. The on-deck hitter, Ediel Rivera, also walked in that inning, but Tampa stranded the pair. 0-1. On the ground, shortstop tested. 3 Hopper, Reinders flips it to first. Inning over. 1, 2, 3 go the Tarpons. We're through 7. It's 6-0 Bradenton. Top of the 8th next. New pitcher for the Tampa Tarpons, right-hander Brian Arias takes over. Here in the top of the 8th, Christian Jauregui will bat. His 2nd plate appearance. Fouls it back to the screen for strike 1. Jauregui entered the game defensively in left for Reeder back in the bottom of the 5th. Oh, 1 from Arias is upstairs. Jauregui flew out to left his first time up. Up the middle liner, caught by a bunny hop, Gruzelanek. So Gruzelanek catches that soft liner, and with 1 out, here's Josh Tate. First pitch fly ball to center. Jackson there. Shields the sun with his glove and makes the catch on a one-pitch flyout by Tate. Tate now 1 for 3. He also reached on a single, a walk, and a hit by pitch. Arias looking for a quick 8th inning. Pitch fouled it back by Gray. Gray with 3 hits today, 3 for 4. He already came in with the second highest batting average in the league at 375. That is now ballooned up to 409. Giddy up. Up and in. That one misses for ball 1. 22-year-old Arias out of the Dominican Republic, making his 5th appearance with Tampa. He spent the first 3 seasons since being signed by the Yankees, first 3 seasons in the Dominican Summer League. Came across and joined the Florida Complex League in 2024. Pitch outside. Did not play last season, and now he's back here with Tampa in 2026. And missed 2025 due to injury. A 2-1 pitch to Murph Gray. On the ground to shortstop. Picked up Gruzelanek has it. Fires to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Brian Arias. Bradenton down in order. Tarpons will bat in the bottom of the 8th. Still looking for that first hit. Down 6-0 to Bradenton. Marauders lead the Tarpons 6-0. But more pressing, Tampa still looking for its first hit. Pitch is taken for a strike by Tarpon catcher Eniel Rivera, who did reach on a walk back in the 2nd. He's 0 for 1. Breaking ball cut on and missed. It's 0-2. 21-year-old Adolfo Oviedo takes the baton. The Venezuelan misses up and in, and nearly hits Rivera. Count 1-2. Making his 2nd appearance of the series, his 5th appearance of the season. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Rivera. So far has allowed 2 runs, both of them unearned, in 6 2/3 innings. One of those unearned runs, Tampa scored off of him on Tuesday. Pitch is called a strike. Tarpons are out of challenges. They had a lot of them right. That one off the plate. Chopper left side is through for a base hit. Hans Montero with 1 out in the 8th, and the no-hitter is over. A 1-out single by Hans Montero. He's now on a 5-game hitting streak and a 6-game on-base streak. Brings up Austin Green. Pitch is a ball outside. Boy, that was very close. If they challenge that, they probably get it right. Bradenton does have 1 challenge left. Tampa's out of them. 1-0 that's a strike. Green put the ball in play twice. He popped out to first in the 3rd, flew out to left field in the 5th. Switch hitter bats left. 1-1 misses outside. Tarpons down to their final 5 outs, trailing by 6. See if they can get a rally going here and push across a few, make it interesting. 2-1. Tapper in front of the mound. It's picked up by Oviedo. He'll fire to first in time to get Green. Montero moves up to second.
The designated hitter, number 18, Jackson Lovich. Number 18.
On top of the order now, Jackson Lovich will bat. With a man at second and 2 outs. So the Tarpons snapped the no-hitter. Now they have to try and snap the shutout. Lovich takes a strike. Oh, 1 count on Lovich. Ooh, chases that breaking ball outside. It's 0-2. Tarpons, I just counted them. 8 challenges they got right before ultimately losing their last attempt in the 7th. But they flipped 8 calls. 0-2. Line foul. Came back with that same breaking ball. This one was closer to the plate. And Lovich trying to line it down the right field line was late. Jackson Lovich hitting an even .250. The 0-2. Chopper left side foul up against the third base dugout as Lovich continues to battle. Lovich out of Overland Park, Kansas, was a 16th round pick by the Yankees last season. 6'4" shortstop. The DH today. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. But the Tarpons get a hit and ultimately snap the no-hitter. 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 left. We are through 8. To the 9th we go. It's 6-0 Marauders on the Tarpons Baseball Network. Bradenton leads this one 6-0 behind a strong performance by Seth Hernandez. 5 no-hit innings. He struck out 8, did not allow a hit, did walk a pair, throwing 41 of his 67 pitches for strikes. Brandon Kane took the no-hitter into the 8th as he tossed a perfect 6th and 7th. Tampa finally got a hit off of Adolfo Oviedo with a Hans Montero single with 1 out in the 8th. Brian Arias with a 1-2-3 8th inning. He's back for the 9th. Big swing and a miss by Eddie King Jr. And the count 1-1 on King. 0 for 3 on the afternoon, but he had an RBI sacrifice fly back in the 5th. That one lined foul. First base, right field line, and it's 1-2. Spoils the 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Bradenton looking to take a 2-game lead in this series, forcing Tampa to try and salvage a split by winning the weekend games. Pitch is outside. Right-hander Danny Flatt will go for Tampa tomorrow. Same time, 2 o'clock first pitch. Danny Flatt against the lefty Ronaldo Navarro. Pitch is swung on and fouled by King. Count holds at 2-2. It's Reynold Navarro, the lefty, going for Bradenton tomorrow against the righty Danny Flatt. Then on Sunday, right-hander Levi Sterling will go for Bradenton. Tampa has not announced their starter yet. On the ground towards the middle, ramps off the mound, diving stop Gruzelanek, fires to first. Not in time. Beautiful play by Gruzelanek, but the throw was a little late. The second time we've seen Gruzelanek lay out for a ball, but ultimately not get the throw there in time, not because of the throw strength, but simply because of how many hops the ball took. There wasn't enough time allowed. So the base running ability, good enough. Line drive caught. Gruzelanek fires to first, and it hit somebody. And now heading for second is King Jr. It either hit King Jr. or it hit Green. It looked like there was a shot there if Green makes that catch for a double play. But it hit somebody, one of the two. It got away, and King Jr. takes second. So the batter was Edglin Perez. The Bradenton catcher lines out. And King Jr. goes to second on, I guess they'll rule that we'll see how they rule that. They called a throwing error on Bryce, but I mean, he hit both the guys, so it wasn't a bad throw. Pitch fouled back by Iredale. I think that might be a missed catch error on Green, but we'll see. 0-1. Launched out to left center field. Coming on Jackson. He plays it in front of him. Rounding third and trying to score, but he holds him up. The runner holds at third. Jackson got the ball in quickly. And Brent Irondale, a big monkey off his back, finally gets his first hit of the season. He was 0 for 4 today and 0 for 29 entering the day. So after an 0 for 33 slide, Brent Irondale picks up a hit. They're on the corners with one out for Estuar Suero. Breaking ball is a strike. Marauders trying to add to their 6-0 lead here in the top of the ninth. Arias misses up and away. 22-year-old Arias with a 1-2-3 8th inning. Would love a ground ball here from Suero to try and end it on a double play. Check swing. Did he go? And no, says Ortiz. 2 balls and a strike on Suero, who singled his last time up after striking out his first 3 times. That's through the right side, a base hit. King will score. Iredale stops at second. Line drive single by Suero, his second of the game. And that makes it 7-0 Bradenton. For Suero, his 5th RBI. And a mound visit now from the pitching coach, Gerardo Casadiego. Well, the Tarpons will have the 2, 3, 4 hitters due in the bottom of the ninth. Looking to, at the very least, avoid the shutout, try to push a run across. And Maia, Tejeda, and Maxwell do. Right now it's 7-0. Mound visit is over. The batter will be Eddie Reinders. The Bradenton shortstop is 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Although he reached on the last strikeout on a wild pitch in the 7th. First and second, 1 out. And the pitch is low for ball 1. Arias, the 5th Tarpon pitcher. Started with Justin West with the first 4+. There's a breaking ball for a strike. West allowing 5 runs, 4 earned over 4 1/3 on 7 hits and 2 walks. Did strike out 6. Pedro Rodriguez with 2/3 of scoreless ball. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by Rivera. 2-1 the count on Reinders. Thomas Balboni Jr. joined the Tarpons roster today on a minor league rehab assignment, pitching 2/3 of an inning. He allowed the solo home run to Dylan Palmer in the 6th. 2-1. There's a strike. It's 2-2. Jordaline Mendoza was great in his inning and a third. Struck out 4 Marauders. Allowed 2 hits, but no walks, no runs. Completing the 7th. Arias had a 1-2-3/8. 2-2, swung on and missed, and he strikes out Reinders here in the 9th.
Rounding out the order for Bradenton, the second baseman at number 2, Dylan Palmer.
That'll bring up Dylan Palmer. As mentioned, he homered back in the 6th inning. He flew out on the first pitch he saw in the 7th, last time up. Had a pair of infield singles earlier, so 3 for 4. Swings at the first pitch here and fouls it off. Palmer entered the day with a 115 batting average, 3 for 26, but with 3 hits and 4 trips today, he's at an even 200. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Foul tip into the mitt of Rivera. It's 0-2. 7-0 our score. Bradenton leading all the way. Tampa will try and rally in the bottom of the 9th. 0-2. Swing and a miss. The bat goes flying and trampolines off the screen near the first base dugout. Palmer's struck out on 3 pitches and the inning is over, but 1 more run on 2 hits. No errors. They leave a pair. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 7-0 Bradenton. Tampa will try and rally with Maella, Tejeda, and Maxwell do. We'll see if the Tarpons have a rally in their bones when we come back. Beautiful day here in Tampa. 85 degrees and sunny. Day game here at Steinbrenner Field. But Bradenton is the one having fun, up 7-0. Tarpons will have one last try to score. Pitch is swung on and fouled by Brando Maella to begin the bottom of the 9th. Maella 0 for 3. One last chance here to extend his 6-game on-base streak. That one, called a strike. Tampa's out of challenges. We'll see where that one was. I could pull it up on my screen. Yeah, that was a ball outside. Unfortunately, Tampa's out of challenges. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and it's tough. That is tough. Pitch outside, called the strike, and strike 3 swinging Maella.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 5, Emmanuel Tejeda.
So Maella 0 for 4. Tejeda hoping to not fall to the same fate. Out to center field, shallow, and that'll dunk down for a base hit. Tejeda registers Tampa's 2nd hit of the ball game. And for Emmanuel, he's now on a 4-game hitting streak and an 8-game on-base streak.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 3, Logan Maxwell.
Adolfo Oviedo took over on the mound for Bradenton in the 8th and allowed the first hit, Hans Montero's 1-out single. Picked up 2 strikeouts while stranding him. There's a strike to Maxwell. Oviedo back here for the 9th. Trying to shut the door in a non-save situation. Runner goes, and a pitch chopped to first base, picked up by Iredale. He'll flip to the pitcher covering. Oviedo receives the ball on the 3-1 putout of Maxwell, who is 0 for 4. Tejeda was off on the pitch. He would have taken it on defensive indifference. But he advances on the ground out. And Tampa is down to its final out. And we saw Tejeda extend his 7-game on-base streak with a base hit. JoJo has a 10-gamer on the line here. 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts and a ground out. See if Jackson can get aboard. Breaking ball's a strike. 2 of the longer on-base streaks. Hans extended his to 6 games with his base hit. Maea could not extend his 6-gamer. Can JoJo extend his 10-game? That's line down the first base. Talk fair. Iredale will race to the bag and get him to end the ball game on a 3 unassisted. And that is your ball game. Tarpons fall to Bradenton 7-0, and Bradenton takes a 3-1 series lead with 2 games left, with tomorrow at 2 o'clock and Sunday at 12 o'clock. So tomorrow, right-hander Danny Flatt will pitch against left-hander Reynald Navarro, 2 p.m. right here, same time, same place. And then Sunday, 12 o'clock, we'll wrap up the series before Tampa takes a break on Tuesday and goes to Lakeland takes a break on Monday and goes to Lakeland on Tuesday. But we'll step aside real quick, wrap it up right after the break. Final score again, Bradenton 7 and Tampa 0.